Greetings, one and all. Welcome to my house of fun. Tonight we've got treats aplenty. So, step up with your questions and queries. My game gurus are eager to solve all your problems.
Is there any way to skip levels on that cute shooting up game?
Yeah, there is. On the character select screen of move the pointer to the desired player. Now, hold down X and Y, press A 4 times, B 4 times, then A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B. Now, still holding X and Y, press start to enter a level select mode. Alright, we're off now. I've got to take Spike down the police station because he was caught shoplifting again. Cats say, you just can't trust them. Alright, fucking mad, those two.
Thanks a lot, Professor.
Just as I get somewhere in Green Dog on the Mega Drive, I run out of continues. Can you help me?
Very relaxing. A little bit of Tibetan chanting always gets me in the groove. Right. Now, get to the cabin on the first level and pass the first gargoyle by throwing your frisbee at its mouth. Enter the now accessible room, jump over the gap, onto the spring, and land on the platform at the left. You should find a treasure chest containing an extra life and an extra continue. Get off my manor! Then commit hurry-carry and repeat this process to build up your stock of continue.
Top Shot, can you help me on Super Monaco Grand Prix 2 as I keep losing on corners?
Handsome! DCI might get out of here. The Super's given me 48 hours to solve this case, so let's quit larking about. Right. Select Japanese text from the options menu, press down on the joypad and scroll down through the text. A flashing arrow should appear next to the most difficult corner on the entire circuit, giving you some advance warning. Here's another warning, sunshine. You can't do the time. Don't commit the crime. Not Scarpa, or I set the sniffer dogs on you. Knock!
Thanks, Mike.
Next up, our resident wonder kid, Big Boy Barry, will help you deal with the robots on that wonderful shoot-'em-up Cybernator. Take it away, Big Boy.
Hi everyone. Once again I'm here to grace your TV sets with my massive appearance. Hope you're happy, because tonight we're going to go through Konami's superb new blaster, Cybernator, for the Super Nintendo. At the start of the game, you will have two forms of offensive weapons to unleash on the various enemies that you're going to encounter. These come in the form of your trusty Vulcan automatic gun that can take out the toughest of opponents without getting too close. Remember to use the hold button to stop the gun swaying all over the place, and keep it pointed in one direction. The second is your trusty fist. Although most people tend to disregard the punch, it is an extremely effective weapon. If you manage to power up your punch, you'll find that one swing is more than enough to take out most enemies. Killing the first Guardian is simply a race against time. When you encounter him, he'll be slowly climbing up to the top of the screen. What you must do is to fly him to bits before he gets to the top. Foul, and your mission will end here. The start of level 2 sees a slight change in gameplay. Instead of just walking and jumping around the level, you find yourself hurtling through space to your next major opponent. If your fists are powered up, then holster your gun and smash any enemies to smithereens. But If this is still relatively weak, then use the Vulcan and the whole technique. When you arrive at the Guardian, swap to the missiles and use the hold button to unleash all of them onto the box. When they run out, select the Vulcan and finish him off. In the second part of level 3, you're going to have to take the foot in a rather cramped corridor. Your adversaries will simply be minute soldiers armed with guns. Although these little fellas won't do much damage on their own, the damage will soon mount up, so you're going to need to use your shield to protect yourself, then squash them with your mighty fist. Next up is a rather annoying mid-level Guardian. Upon entering a circular cavern, 2 ships will revolve around you, occasionally firing. You should already have punch selected, so choose one of the 2 Guardians and start swinging. Keep on backing one of the Guardians and it will eventually die, allowing you to progress to the next level. Alright everyone, that's all you're going to get out of me for Cybernator tonight. Keep shooting and a-blasting, and I'm sure you're going to take down those metal monsters within days. Till next we meet, catch you later.
Right, let's get an update on some of our halls of fame. Well done, you seem to be getting better and better.
Well, it's me, James Clark. I'm back again. I just didn't get enough of me last time, you see. Now, I've managed to do the Ghost Valley time as well. I've got 1 minute, 7 seconds, and here's how I've done it. I use Bowser because he's got the best speed. He's not got the best traction on the roads, but once he gets going, and as long as you get a zoom start, you're well away. When you've got 90-degree corners coming up, start power sliding quite early. This should make sure you get round them. Otherwise, you're going to end up and you're just going to either spin off or crash. Right, forget anything about letting up on the gas. Because if you slow down, you're just going to lose your time. Best times are made and lost on the last corner of this track. It's sort of like a big U-bend. Now, if you power slide just as you're coming up to it, you ought to be able to get it right up against the wall. This could knock seconds off your time. Now, if you get a good time, you'll get a ghost. Now, he gets on my nerves, so I usually get rid of him. Look at that. What can I say? Right, there you have it. I think it could be beaten, but it's going to take a lot of practice to do it.
Well, that'll take some beating. That's some record. Remember, if you can beat it, let us know at this address. Your adoring public awaits you. We've just got time to slip in a quick one-to-one session with the games mistress. Will the next tender adolescent step forward, please?
Games Mistress, is there anything hidden on the Total Zone of Super Mario Land 2?
Yes. There's so much that your little eyes will be straining with delight. Now, this is one of the biggest levels of the entire game, so you'll need to be extra careful. Go through the level as normal until you get to the line of 5 question-marked blocks in a row. Right there. Now, don't go right as normal. Instead, go left, jump over the water past the door and through the narrow little tunnel. Now, this water level is both tricky and quite boring. Just swim through avoiding those pesky fish. The exit will take you to the secret zone full of bonuses and coins with nothing to get in your way. Look, it even spells out the name of the game in coins. A lovely sight, I'm sure you'll agree.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for that, games mistress. Time for a break now. Don't go away.
The Peep Parlour.
Welcome back to my house of fun. My game gurus are eagerly awaiting your questions, so step up and fire away.
Can I select my starting level from Gadget Twins for the Mega Drive?
Johnny Romeo, he's so brave, he could be called stupid.
Who said that? Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there. Now, wait until the words Gadget Twins appear, along with the two differently coloured planes. Then, press C, A, left, right, then C, A, left, and right again. The colours of the two planes should now swap over, and you will then be able to choose your starting level. Clever, aren't I? Well, you don't get to stunt double for top pop stars like Sonita and Sonia for nothing.
Thanks.
I'm still rubbish at phalanx. Is there a level select?
Oh, hello again, you cheeky young pup. Still got problems with your phalanx, eh? Right. On the configuration screen, hold down A, B, X, and Y on controller 2. And if you've still got problems with your phalanx, you're really sure to consult a doctor. Over and out.
Oh, sorry, wrong room.
Thanks a lot. Thanks. Thank you.
Can I select which level to play on Dinog on the Mega Drive?
Right, yes, I do believe you can. Go to the options screen and move to the control item. Now, hold down the A button for a while, and eventually a save select option should appear. All right? Ian, you been drinking, Sonny?
Cheers.
Right, next up, our man in the cape, the game's messiah, will slam down his way through the Caped Crusaders platform, beat 'em up. Batman Returns. I wonder if the game's messiah wears his underpants outside his trousers too.
Good evening. Tonight's masterclass will be on that spectacular beat-em-up featuring the Caped Crusader, Batman Returns. Combating the villains that constantly throw themselves at you is a bit of a chore, but fortunately Batman is quite tough and has some nifty combination moves to use against them. The best technique is to avoid walking directly towards your opponent, as this gives them the chance to draw first blood. Instead, approach them from directly above or below and grab them by the neck. From this position, there's several combo moves you can use. The first is to simply press the button and throw your opponent to the ground, causing him a small amount of damage and knocking down any other enemies close by. The second technique is to grab another enemy and smash their heads together in a double head smash. This will do loads of damage to both of the unfortunate victims. The last and most deadly method is to simply headbutt your enemy twice while you still have a grip on him, and then kick him away. It should now only take 1 or 2 hits to dispose of the nuisance. As well as your martial arts, punches and kicks, Batman also has some experimental test tubes that when thrown to the ground blow up, causing damage to all of the baddies on the screen, usually enough to finish off some of the weaker villains. However, one mistake a lot of people make is to save up these test tubes and then die without using them. If your energy is low, don't think twice about unleashing a test tube. They're no use to you when you're dead. Just in case you didn't already have enough to throw at your opponents, Batman also comes equipped with his trusty batarang and rope. Although you can get by without these, they can get you out of some sticky situations. The batarang will stun most opponents, allowing you to walk up to them and then give them a quick kicking before they can recover. The rope, on the other hand, will enable you to swing across the screen, planting your foot firmly in the faces of any villains unfortunate enough to be in the way. Some levels will be impossible without the aid of your rope. Scene 2 offers several challenges, but the hardest are the burning building and the end-of-level boss. In the building, you will need to make use of your rope to avoid the fiery floors. Fire the rope so that it attaches to the ceiling, then swing across and fire it into the ceiling again to stop yourself from falling into the fire. The next problem comes in the form of a rather muscle-bound guardian. Fortunately, he's not too clever. The easiest way to get rid of this boss is to use the same technique as for one of the minor baddies. Approach him from either above or below, grab him, and then lay the boot in. It'll take a while, but you'll finish him off in the end. If you thought the previous guardians in the game were tough, wait until you get a load of Catwoman. Her main attacks are a nasty-looking whip and a special speed kick that inflicts enormous amounts of damage on you and is impossible to guard against. What you need to do is keep out of her path until she does a cartwheel. This will indicate that she is about to do her speed kick, so get ready to jump and avoid it. As soon as you land, grab hold of her and give her a good kicking before getting ready to repeat this procedure. Don't bother with test tubes unless her energy is really low, as they inflict very little damage against Catwoman. That's enough tips on how to be the Dark Knight. Follow these and you shouldn't have any problems in saving Gotham.
Right. It's about this time every week that I like to field some of your questions myself, particularly anything about the latest video game news, because I do like to keep you up to date. So please, come clean with your queries.
Will there be a Streets of Rage 3?
Yes, I've heard there will be, and it'll be on a 24 megabit cartridge, making it the biggest game ever released on the Mega Drive.
How many years have we been playing games making pixels?
More years than you can comprehend. I knew Mario before he was super. Oh, golden days.
Is there another Zelda game coming out soon?
Yes, Link's Awakening is due out on the Game Boy soon. It's on the biggest cartridge ever used on that machine, so it should be a stormer. Well, that's enough pearls of wisdom from me. The game's mistress is available for a quick session, but be quick. She's got a hot date at the curry house round the corner.
Games Mistress, can you help me get past Woodland Level 10 of Bill's Tomato Game?
Yes, of course I can. It will be a pleasure to show you. Now, place 3 fans in a line just up and behind Terry. Put them here, here, and here. Now, the real trick of this level is to place a block for Terry to bounce off right here. Then put a jack-in-the-box there, and a trampoline over here, and you should be ready to send Terry the Tomato flying. So let's see. He's off. Yep, he's safe and sound. It's a charming little game, isn't it?
Thanks.
Get off my manor!
Next up is my favourite bit, what I like to call my Hall of Fame, where we pay tribute to your momentous game-playing feats. I am truly humbled by your presence.
Hello, my name is Neil Jury, and I come from Bicester. I'm doing a follow-up on Sonic 2. And I can kill the evil self of Sonic in 14 seconds. At the start, do a super spin dash. Makes up planets almost to the ground, jump as the air doesn't soften. Jump on top of Sonic's head 4 times. Repeat this at the other end. Wipe out. There you are, 14 seconds. Best score yet. Hi, I'm Stephen Betts. I'm launching a new challenge for a Hall of Fame. I can collect 100 rings in 26 seconds on the Emerald 01 on Sonic 2. Do the Sonic spin dash start up to the speed boots and collect as many rings as possible. Go round the loop, jump over the gap, collect the 3 TVs. Go round the loops and into the secret passage. There's 100 rings, got them. 26 seconds. Now you see me do it, let's try beating that.
hard, eh? Now, remember, if you can beat that or have your own record, let us know at this address, and you'll be...
Now! And